Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to Facebook Friday Live with Gail Craighead, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. Mine was interesting. My husband's been home out of work. He hurt his leg, and he's been out of work and on disability for, I think this makes the third week. He's going back to work on Monday, but so he's all better, yay. And I got used to kind of having him around and hanging out with him and everything like that, and now I'm looking forward to retirement, because kind of like having him around. But we're gonna go back to the regular calling me on break and lunch and that kind of thing. So yeah, another change. I don't know about y'all, I'm a creature of habit, and I get used to something and then it's like, it's changed, oh no. So I got used to him being home, and now he's gonna be going, and that's sad. But trying to figure out, there I am. We're doing good. Hi Reiko, yay. My video on the Facebook has frozen. I will refresh it and see if it gets going again. Okay, it's moving. Yay, I'm moving. Move it, move it. Yeah, so creature habit, yeah. I adjusted to it, and now I have to readjust to it, and anyway, that's what's going on in my life. And I know last week, I think I might have mentioned I'm looking forward to going to see my grandkids in Florida, and I thought that I was only going to be able to see 2 of them, but as it turns out, my granddaughter that lives in South Florida is actually going to be in Panama City when I get there, so I get to see her for the afternoon, and then they're going on home for Halloween. My daughter-in-law and her husband and my granddaughter do amazing crafts all the time, but they go all out on Halloween and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So they want to be back home for Halloween. I don't do a lot of Halloween stuff. I think I don't know if I've mentioned it. It's fun when you have kids, and I don't know. I think my son that lives here in California, him and his girlfriend and their family, they do a Halloween party, and the adults all get dressed up and everything. No, it's not Halloween. It's a Christmas one. They get all dressed in Christmas pajamas and have a Christmas thing. Anyways, that's fun stuff. So today, reminder that the 15% off of the Designer Series paper is still going on through the end of the month. There is, I don't know, 12 or so different DSPs that you can get. And then there's the Curvy Celebrations that we're gonna play with again today. Last week I was a little off my game, but I think I got it now. I went on, unfortunately I didn't think of Pinterest, but I was researching on YouTube what the other demonstrators were making and everything, which helps get my creativity going. But Rachel Tessman, who is an excellent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, she's very crafty. I watched one of her YouTubes, and I just had to do it, and I'm going to share it with you because I got addicted to doing it, and it's fun, it's easy, and it looks very impressive. So we are going to, like I said, continue with the Curvy Celebration bundle, and I'm going to go ahead and turn everybody around, and we will get started. Ready? Here we go. Don't want you too close because I'm gonna have to bring the sorry. I'm gonna bring the big shot in, so we're gonna be using that. And if you are not familiar with this, you cannot buy it right now unless you're a demonstrator. This one won't be available after the first of the year. But this, where's my dies? I haven't labeled my magnet yet. And there's 2 more dies that go in here that I have out already. But it's the curvy dies that come with Quite Curvy and the Curvy Christmas. The whole bundle is right around $70. This will be falling off after the new year. This will be in the new mini catalog after the new year. So there's that. And there was a technique I wanted to show you really quick before we actually get started, because I was struggling with these it says blender pens, not to be confused with the I guess I should have brought them over. Not to be confused with the Stampin' Blades. 2 different products. These I was having a hard time until I watched Rachel's video. So these don't have any ink in them. I don't actually know what's in them. I really don't. I suppose it says something in there. But if you don't have blender Stampin' Blend markers, but you have watercolor pencils, these are both sets from Stamping Up. If you have those, I will show you. Probably should actually use StazOn with this. And I don't see my StazOn. Let me get my StazOn. Buddy is blocking my walkway. Because I'm going to be using, well, actually, I don't know if this makes a difference. We're going to do it. We're going to do it with this. I think this will work just fine. I am using watercolor paper here. But I'm going to try it on both, because she didn't say what kind of paper she was using. Okay. Give that just a second to dry. And I'll clean my stamp off really quick. So, this is the shimmer white. It's got a, I don't know if you can see it. It does have a little bit of shimmer to it. It's not really, really white, where that's really, really white. And that's a buddy hair. but it holds up to watercoloring a bit better, and it holds up to the Stampin' Blends better, and it's not as textured as watercolor paper. So this is what I wanted to, which I thought was really neat. So I'm going to color the bird. I think this is Pacific Point, Basic Gray, and Melon Mambo. So we're going to put a little Melon Mambo down here. Might as well do them both at the same time and see what the difference is, right? Some gray up here. Yeah, you can see this. Look up and make sure I was where I need to be. And then I'm going to take some Pacific Point. And do like this. Now, you're going to say, what's she doing? Can you see how it's just swirly, scribbly kind of? Now, if this works the way it worked yesterday, of course it wasn't on live, then I think I over swirled it. I want to get the color off of there and then just kind of blend this. I over swirled it right there. I don't know if you can see that, but look how it blended. Is that amazing? Okay. I'm going to clean my tip. And now we'll try on the Whisper White. So I used my aqua painters before to smooth out my lines on, yeah, it works on the Whisper White also. So it smooths out the lines when you're using your watercolor pencils. Is that cool? I think it's cool. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you because when I get excited about something, I like to share it. Now I finally know how to use them. And so do you. Okay. Get them out of the way. And on with the show, right? So this is what they look like with using the Stampin' Blends, as opposed to, you get a lighter pastel-y looking when you use the pencils. There's the difference. Okay, so this is the pattern, which is like, it looks very neat and sleek and everything like that. And I'm going to show you how easy it is. This one is the World of Good DSP. And I used the brushed metallic foil on that. And Early Espresso and Sahara Sand, and the Stamp Set Hooray for You. And the Christmas part of it has the little stars. This is like perfect for anything. Graduation, birthday, retirement, promotion. You could use this. Hooray for you. Yay. Anything you want. So anyways, that's the pattern we are going to create. And this one is the Forever Fern. The DSP is 3 by 5.5. And we're going to need a piece of, I'm going to use Whisper White for this portion on this card. And that is 5.5 by 2 minimum. You can go bigger, so we'll go ahead and cut that. I'll cut it at 5.5. By about 2. I wouldn't go smaller than 2. You can go bigger. In fact, you can make it as big as the entire card if you want to. There's no need for it, but you can. And then I am using this in place of the foil, which is going to be 5.5 by 1.5 for the outside, and then you're going to need another one on the inside that's going to be 5.5 by 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 2. Cut it down to 5.5. And cut this at 1/2. I'm measuring from this side. So this is where I use the foil on the other. And then your basic card, this is 8.5 by 11. You're going to cut it at 5.5. And score it at 4.25. Oh, and then we need the inside, which is, where did I put that piece of paper? Is this the one? Inside's going to be 5.5 by 3 3/4. And that should take care of all of our cutting. So make sure that you have this really well burnished. It's easier to work with when it lays flat. If it keeps popping up, it's harder to work with, and you can wing it back and redo it again, and that helps keep it flat. Flat. So this is going to be the inside of the card. We'll set that aside. This is going to be the center where we're going to stamp our sentiment on it, and this goes to the top and the bottom. So you kind of pay attention to your pattern and put this, depending on where you want your swirly or the swirly thing, you can put this up higher or lower. I like it kind of on the bottom, so I'm going to put it down here. And I need this die. And I'm going to put it, you want the cutting edge on the bottom. You can see there's a ridge on it. That's the cutting edge. And you want it to go to the bottom. So you're going to kind of sort of center it. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then, you know, instead of bringing my die cutting machine over, I'm just going to do it right here. You know how to put this through, right? Hi, Lynn. Glad you got to come in today. And so now you have these two pieces. You can use the die brush if you want to get out the few little pokies that stay in there. Doesn't bother me, there's not that much. And then when it comes to this, if you just kind of do like this, they pretty much all come off with your fingernail. Of course they go flying everywhere, but then you could just poke the last few. I don't mind poking. If you're using foil paper, it's no big deal either if it scratches, because you're only going to be seeing a small amount of it. Because now this is going to go right behind there. Oh, there's a couple stubborn ones. I'm going to show you one I did with glitter paper, and unless if you really want to work it, I don't really recommend doing the foil. It's a bit thicker and it's a little bit more persnickety. And that is the die cut. And now that's the hard part of it, pretty much. So this, you see where the die left that little ridge? That shows you exactly a perfect place to put it. Oh, there's still one in there. Where's my pokey? I had it in my hand. Y'all do that? You have something in your hand and then it disappears? But I thought I put it back. Erg. So, we're going to attach this to this. And I've done this several times. So I will caution you. And I've done it every single time I've made this card. And I've made this card 3 times so far. You don't want glue coming out of these dots. So when you put your glue, because you always put your glue on the smaller one, don't go up too far, because that's where your holes are going to be. And like I said, each and every time, oh, there's my pokey tool. Each and every time I have gone all the way up here. Don't do it. There's no need. This puppy's not going to go anywhere. And I'm just going to put it right there. Where that line is that the die made. No glue this time. Woohoo! And then I'm going to use this as a guide. It depends on how persnickety you are, right? This one doesn't have any holes for the glue to come out, so you can go a little bit further on that one. But I want to try and make it the same. You probably wouldn't even notice. But I do. I compare them so that there's the same amount of the, in this case, the green showing on both sides. You probably would never even notice. Now, this is going to go here, and this is going to go here. If you like, you can bring this down further and have some of the card base showing, or you can leave it all the way up to the top. Totally up to you. Same with the bottom. You can totally cover the entire card base or not. But this right here shows you where you're going to put down your sentiment strip. Oh, you know what? Another thing I want to show you, and I just turned it over for really no apparent reason. This, I also learned how this works properly. So you run it, you lift it up, and do like that. I've been trying to flick and flick and flick, and I end up getting this trail. This is the regular Stampin' Seal, not the plus. And it's that simple. Except for when you're live, and then it doesn't want to do what you want it to do. So, again, I'm going to double check so I have this in the right place. And this is going to go right about here. And of course, the wider this is, the more you have to play with. If you want to make it cover the whole thing, you can absolutely do it. If you want to go even wider, you can. But a minimum of 2 inches, and you won't have anything to worry about. Lovely. Okay, we're going to put these down. But I love my liquid glue. It's my go-to. Big plans for the weekend, anybody? I don't have any plans for the weekend. None whatsoever. I think I'm going to cut the grass in the backyard. Well, not really cut the grass. The leaves are falling, and with that, it's easier to run the lawnmower over the backyard for me. You should see me trying to use a blower. That's funny. Yeah. I make more of a mess scattering the leaves than actually trying to clean them up. So I use the lawnmower like a vacuum, and I just pick up the leaves. And I'm having this fit completely top to bottom. And now, these are supposed to be curvy, and I've manipulated them a whole bunch. But if you find, oh, buddy hair. If you find where it curves and fits the best, that's basically what you're going to do. I'm going to take this out of the way now. See, because that would look funny. So you kind of want to do like that. Then pick it up. Oh my goodness. I really have to clean these. Yes, they do need cleaning. And now I think I'm going to go with the shaded spruce ink on this. You can even use your stamp positioner. If you have a Stamparatus or whatever stamp positioner you have, you can definitely use that. That way, you know, you'll get a nice clean stamp because you can stamp it a few times and not have to worry about holidays. Look, I made a mess there. Bad. We'll get rid of that real quick, like, because I know me. And y'all know me. We would have a mess. Is that straight, everybody? I think it's straight. Looks straight. And Bob's your uncle. Yes. I like it when a stamp stamps really well like that. And let me get this, clean it up real quick. And my well-loved chamois. Okay. And now, on the inside, you know, ribbon would look really pretty on this one, I think. I wonder what ribbon I do have. I do not know. I'll have to check. There I go with my lid on and off, on and off. This is the perfect width to use Stampin' Seal. It really is. I've used it on some of the other cards. Look at me shaking. What? Yeah, I wasn't able to sleep last night. I didn't know what the deal was. Beetlejuice is at the theater? Really? Oh man, that's one of my faves. And you can see that this is kind of hanging over a little bit. If it bothers you and you have some long scissors, just go ahead and take care of that. Wasn't much there for me to be concerned about, really. But I would like to demonstrate. If it's more, that's it. See? And now we are going to take this and put it here. I think I like some of the cardstock showing on the bottom, but I also believe I would like to stamp this guy on here. So we don't have a naked inside. Yeah, like that. And to make sure, I'll bring in my piercing mat, and I think I'll use this one. And we'll go with the shaded spruce again. $5 a ticket? Is that a matinee? $5 a ticket. Wow. I like the older movies. I've been watching John Wayne movies all this week. They have some on YouTube. They have some on Prime. And yeah. Hey, I know. What about, let's see, what colors do we have on front? Just some green. So I don't know if I want to bring in any of these. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. I think I will leave it like that and put that in there. Yes. So we watched Hondo, John Wayne movie that was filmed in 43, I think. There we go. Is that straight, peeps? Looks straight to me. Little blingity bling or something. Let's see. How about this little sprig thing? Could even put a bird in there, huh? I think I'm gonna do the sprig, though. I believe. We're gonna kick the bird off of the block. See ya, birdie. I know. Never stamp a card that's already put together, right? That's pretty gutsy. But nonetheless. Yeah, I know. I gotta do 3. And not quite. I keep burying my... Okay. Not quite. We gotta have a bling on there. Should we go to the Christmas green bling? Let's see. Where's my... Yes. Yes. And I wonder if I have any green left in my... I'm gonna just stick one there. And peekaboo, right? No, yep, it's there. It's there. Yeah, I finished all my green on that holiday rhinestones. Yes, yes, yes. What do y'all think? Pretty cute, huh? It's not hard. And the possibilities are endless because I have a couple more already done I want to show you. But we're going to stick another one together real quick because, well, why not? That one went so fast. So let me set this one aside. And we're going to do Christmas. I have it pretty well prepped, so no worries. No worries. So I have this one. I'm going to do the entire thing in red, or the white, where I'm going to stamp. I'm just going to cover the whole thing. This doesn't, you could see the different layers on the edge. The foil kind of, I don't know. I just want to try it one time this way because I know you can. So I can. So this is the poinsettias. I already die cut them all. I put the embossing part on there, and then I took my Stampin' Right marker and went over, this is Real Red, and went over that, and then I took Mary Merlot and sponged the edges, and then I Wink-a-Stella'd everything. So that is what this is, and I have them all done. And if you notice, poinsettia leaves are actual poinsettias. So I just cut that out to make the leaves for behind it. So that's done. And now I'm going to take the DSP, which is 3 by 5.5. This foil strip, which is 1.5 by 5.5, and we're going to put those together. And we're going to cut it. We want the cutting edge to the bottom, which you can just turn the whole thing over. But I'm going to go ahead and run that through just like that. And I try and do a bit of an angle instead of running these long ones straight through because it warps. It doesn't make them not cut, so that's not really a big deal. It just bothers me. So now, if I didn't want any of that coming through because my plates are very well loved and used, I would put a piece of paper over it, but it's all going to be hidden anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, and again, just like do that, and they pop off. Put my plates back over there. So this is obviously the red foil paper. Oh, it did not cut very well. But it did cut. They just didn't pop out as easy. There they go. Yes, I should be doing this over garbage can, right? This is the 6x6 DSP that comes with the Curvy Celebrations. If you buy the whole bundle suite. Yes. And yes. Oh, one there. And look at Gail creating a mess. It's all good. And these can go into a shaker card. But right now they're going in the garbage because I'll probably make more of these. So now we don't have to worry about the placement of this. I have Real Red card base, the Whisper White that I'm going to be stamping the sentiment on, that is 5.5 by 4.25 because it's going to fit the entire front of the card, which, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to have any of the red showing from the front of the card. And bring in my silicone craft sheet. And there again is the, if you can see the little ridge there, that's the other side of the DSP. And just gonna, when it's attached, it's not gonna go anywhere, so you don't really have to worry too much about it. And I mean, you don't have to glue it down. Oh. Okay, so we want it to match. It's a tad bit long right there. We're gonna get rid of that. Voila. And same thing here. I'm just going to go right along the edge at the bottom. Oh no, I need to pull it completely off, just a little bit. And I'll get rid of that little bit. I wonder which one I cut off a little. I love that red and green foil. It's in the mini catalog. It's a pack of red and a pack with red and green. Okay. That does make for a kind of heavy front of the card, but it's okay. Absolutely okay. Make sure it's all lined up. So what are we gonna stamp for the sentiment, I wonder? The options for this, so I cut the foil paper just a smidgen long because now it fits just fine. So the options for this one, I'm going to put my bird in here and my flowers in here and my sprig in here so things don't walk away. So what we could do, say if this was like Sahara sand or something, we could actually still put this in there if we wanted to. But I think may your days be merry and bright because of the really pretty bright red. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. And I think it's already, yep, I've already really got this one stained. Eeks. I was going to say it doesn't curve right. Well, it does. There we go. Yep. So we could do this in red, real red, or the shaded spruce, which is the color of the DSP. We're going to be putting the poinsettia on here somewhere. Oh, it's not going to fit. Oh, I didn't think about that. We might be trimming that flower. I think red. Y'all think red? Yeah? I'm going to go really slow so y'all can tell me. Start yelling at me. Red? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not seeing anybody yell at me. No, no, no. Yes. Okay, good. I have an affirmative. And where did I say this is gonna fit right in? Right there. It looks centered from my perspective. Probably should have had my paper piercing mat. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm happy. Good thing, huh? Because you can't fix it once it's there. Let's see if I can get some of this red off of my stamp. Alrighty. So I used my flex points that they no longer offer, and I am getting the peonies suite that I really wanted, and I'm really excited, and it's supposed to be here today, I think, or it's my paper pumpkins coming today. I don't know. I just don't even know. I think I want this a little bit textured somehow, like a flower or something. Y'all ever do this with you have to. I know you do. Just give it a little something, something, right? Because it's a flower. It shouldn't all be right. Right. So I'm just going to put a dot of glue, somewhat center. Oops. Stay down. You got to stay down. And this one too. You can even crinkle them a little bit to give them a little bit more. Although poinsettia leaves are not crinkly, right? But they're not totally flat either. So I'm gonna put just a dot of glue. Come on, dot it. Thank you. And I'm gonna put it here. I don't necessarily want it to be exactly, because these have to come in maybe a little more. Okay. Yeah, I dotted this instead of that, huh? Well, it doesn't matter, right? These are little, I'm going to use my fingernails. And voila. Yeah, some texture there. It'll fit, right? What do you think? Will it fit? Let's go ahead and put the inside in first. So I'm going to take this and let's see if I can run this along there. Like that. I think it helps when there's not fur baby hairs everywhere, right? Lift it up and take it off. Okay. You are going to go right below the fold. Otherwise you'll have a hard time folding it. Right across there. And I did make these a little bit long. And it's gone. Okay. Oh, put this guy in here. Should we leave a little red hanging at the bottom? I think so. No, I don't think so. I'm going to make this go all the way. Yes, I am. And because I need that wiggle in the glue, I'm using the liquid. Oh, I probably could have stamped this, huh? Still can. But I'm so close to being done. I'm scared. Perfect. Yeah. What? .7? No. I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put this guy on the outside here, and we're gonna do a dimensional, I think, or two. That puppy's not going anywhere, right? Now let's see if I can get it aligned where it's not going to cover, not gonna poke out. There it goes. And there it goes. Oh, my mess up here. So I can show you the other ones that I already made. Okay, so we made this one. Oh, we need something in the middle. Hello? Y'all are like, hey, you're not done. You can't be done. No, I can't be done. Because they have little yellow things in the middle, right? Yes. Very good. That's better. Muy bueno. I'm glad that I got these laminated because you could just take your glue eraser and clean them right up and wipe them off. I think that's a great thing. It's just there's a glare going on over here. But anyway, so there's our Christmas one. And then here is just the thinking of you. Here's the one that I showed you in the beginning. This is done with the pick a pattern or playful. I wrote it down because I know I can't remember these things. Playing with Patterns DSP, which is another 6x6. And I use the black foil, and that's where I use the pencil and the blender, and then Purple Posy, Coastal Cabana with the black right there, which I thought that one was very pretty. And then I thought, you know, I'm going to push the envelope. Check this out. This one I reversed and put the designer paper from the Playing with Patterns in the center. And this is Pink Pure Blushing Bride. And I used Stampin' Blends to color. And this is the the rainbow glitter paper. This is quite the challenge if this is something that you want to do. Of course, you know, I cut the 3 inches, or what is it, total of 2 inches, and then I picked what part I wanted to use in here. And when I ran it through the die cutting machine, it wouldn't cut both. So I had to recut another piece and then piece it together, which it's a challenge, but it can be done. Obviously, I did it. But then I took the cardstock and I ran that through using the, where did I put them? I had them right here so I could tell you which folders I used. And it, hello. You know, my desk is only this big. How can I lose something? I'm like, okay, I have everything sitting right here so I can tell you exactly what it is. It's too small. That's aggravating. I can't find them. It's a narrow embossing folder. And I can't believe that I can't find it. One has butterflies on it, and then one just has the pattern in it. And I can't tell you what the name of it is because it disappeared. It ran away somewhere. So, yeah. So there's that. I'm telling you, my desk is this big. How can I lose something? Looking around. So, Oh, did I show you the inside? So this is I think a really cool technique that once you do it, you can really sink your teeth into and go all out with it. I'm going to flip y'all around back to me. Yeah, I can't believe. Just goes to show you, I'm never going to be totally 100% ready for anything. But, yeah. I don't know. It just disappeared. So yes, if you are a demonstrator and you have your flex points, use them before the end of the month, because then you just lose them. And I was able to cash in my flex points and purchase a few things that I had on hold because you know, on a budget and everything like that. So I put it all on hold for a while, thinking that, you know, next quarter, whatever. And I was able to get a couple of things, which will probably be featured in next Friday's video. And then the following 2 Fridays, I will be out of town and I will have a recorded video. My plan is to pop on live and then hit play and, you know, say hello to everybody and then get the video going. I don't know, Facebook has changed. You used to be able to put a video in and then decide when you want it to play, put a date on it or whatever, and it's supposed to go on. We're going to see how it works, because either I'll be here or I won't. But I will be here next Friday. And I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for stopping in and sharing with me. Have a great weekend. Gail Craighead, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S. Love y'all.